That's what she said.
Oh, hot start there, Matt. I don't know. Listen, I got a feeling it's going to be a good one because Ty's already pissing me off. He's already made me laugh, but he's also already pissing me off. It's just, he's sipping on his kombucha over there like some kind of hipster, talking about his facial hair, which I will never understand. And I will never understand why a smart, beautiful fiance thinks this is a good idea. I've never gotten it.
I don't know either. I haven't shaved it since summer in college too.
So Ty, I'm watching the Monday night game. What'd you do last night? What'd you do last night?
Well, the Monday night game was boring as hell.
So what'd you watch?
I watched Cat in the Hat.
And then you watched what else?
Austin Powers Gold Member.
So you were just on a Michael Myers tear.
Pretty much. I think the guy's absolutely hilarious.
How old are he? Well, first of all, he's absolutely hilarious. We'll give you that. Cat in the Hat's an interesting choice.
Cat in the Hat's a funny one.
Was this just on TV and you stumbled onto it, or did you seek it out and go to like Netflix? Hey, Cat in the Hat.
Were you like, I haven't seen Cat in the Hat in a week?
No, so it was like a TikTok clip because I had watched it like a long time ago. It was a TikTok clip of like his funniest moments from it. I was like, damn, that's actually pretty funny. And it's like,
you're like, what's that movie where he's like a cat?
It's like he's wearing a hat.
This looks good. Oh, I think it's Cat in the Hat.
But it's like, it's kind of like Naked Gun comedy where it's just like really, really dumb. And so I was like, this is exactly what I need.
You love the new Naked Gun.
I love the new Naked Gun.
I love the old Naked Gun. I don't know if I love the new one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, we got to get you in on that. We'll talk about it because I do love the Naked Gun like franchise. The new one didn't get me as much. I don't know if it's because I've just changed.
It's because it's not Leslie Nielsen.
It isn't, but I'm a big Liam Neeson fan.
Yeah,
I love Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he's got his moments for sure.
So that's interesting. Let's get back to Cat in the Hat real quick.
I will say,
did you watch it beginning? Did you? Okay, we'll get to your whole day. Okay, calm down. You're like my freaking kindergartner coming home and telling me everything they did. Did you watch Cat in the Hat from the beginning to end?
No, I only watched like 20 minutes of it.
Well, that's even more interesting.
It's like a couple jokes.
Was it the first 20 minutes or was it like the middle 20 minutes?
Was it like,
no, like I kind of skipped that a little bit. Like I didn't really need to know like the behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but like about the kids or about like Cat in the Hat. I just wanted to get to where I know it starts to get funny. It had a couple jokes, and then I was like, all right, peace.
Okay.
And then you were like, you know what sounds great? It's Gold Member.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I will say, I've been on a full Austin Powers binge lately. I don't know
Hold
why.
on. Every answer gives me 15 more questions. You Cliff Notes Cat in the Hat. You were like,
Yeah.
how did, so you're,
Well, what would be worse, watching the whole thing or just watching the 20 minutes?
neither's good. Neither's good. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned. So have you ever seen this movie before?
I have, yeah. a bunch.
So you knew where the hot spots were?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you sat down to watch this movie the first time and you're like, that looks funny.
No.
Stop, pause.
No.
So you knew like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's been like in college or similar nights to yesterday where we would watch that and I was like, you know what?
Wait, you watched Cat in the Hat in college?
Yeah, we watched. Yeah. Don't.
What is happening to our country? I don't even know.
You needed something dumb comedy to throw on. That's Cat in the Hat.
Sure. You ever heard of wedding swinger? What's it called?
Wedding Singer?
Wedding singer? No. What's the
Wedding
Crashers?
Yeah,
and
we watch
swingers, and I can't. I'm so spun around right now.
Austin Powers all the time.
So at what point were you like, ooh, we gotta play here? This is where the hijinks starts.
It was like basically when the kids meet the cat.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's my fault. I'm very sorry.
You didn't really care about the answer
I
there.
tried. I tried. Let's move to Austin Powers.
So,
let's see what.
How long did you watch Gold Member?
I watched all of Gold Member.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm a big Austin Powers guy. I always have. So watching that was funny.
Always have.
Always have.
When did the first one come out? Were you born?
No.
I think
it was late 90s.
Have you seen any of the James
So I guess
Bond movies
technically you
that it
could.
makes fun of?
No, but I have heard that. I have heard that it's like dead on.
Gold Member's the one in space, right?
I don't remember. It's
No,
the one that makes fun of Goldfinger.
Oh, so it's not the one in space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the one that makes fun of
the one
Moon-
in space is the first one. I'm pretty sure.
That's weird.
I will
Okay.
say this to the day I die. If you should watch the one in space before you watch Moonraker, because you'll watch Austin Powers in space and be like, this is ridiculous. What was this based on? This can't be true. And then you'll watch the Bond Moonraker movie and be like, oh my God, this is way crazier. The Bond movie is like crazy what they try to pull off. Like what they were trying to say was happening because they knew just enough about space travel at the time, and like as time went on, I went, that's crazy. What you're saying there is crazy. There's no moons on the base. Like that's just not going to happen. Like it's wild. You should see it. You should watch Moonraker because you'll laugh.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've heard you guys tell me that it's like dead.
I get them all mixed up. Goldmember's, you have the submarine. He has a submarine in Goldmember, right?
I don't know. All I remember
It looks like Big
Goldmember
Boy.
is Dutch, and he's like, and I don't like the Dutch.
Yeah. There's two things I hate: people who are intolerant of other cultures, and the Dutch. And that's also when
It has like Beyonce.
when you find out Mini-Me is a tripod.
Yes.
It's like, oh, look at
I
you.
think that's also the one where he does the 57-point turn in the golf cart.
Yes.
And that part, I don't know why I always tickled my funny.
See?
I always thought that was so
Yeah.
funny.
See, you guys think it's hilarious.
Love Austin
No, I
Powers.
love Austin
I think
Powers.
Cat
I
in
just-
the Hat one-
I think Cat in the Hat gets you on a list. Like I think it gets you on a list.
Fair, totally fair.
Did you go to bed after
Oh
Goldmember,
my
or were you like, you know what?
No,
I'm
no.
going
So I then went to Shell because I love creating my own team, and so I sat there and created the Flint Tropics and had a great time.
From
doing
Tropic Thunder.
No,
not Tropic Thunder. From Semi-Pro.
Semi-pro, and the bear that mauls him, I made the mascot, and so I was having one hell of a time. The whole roster is like insane. We have Wayne Gretzky on there, and so
Oh, you got Wayne Gretzky.
I just teed off on some random like CPU on like rookie mode with the Flint Tropics.
So when,
have a good time.
dude, I'm hesitant to ask. Do you now the Flint Tropics, are they done now? Do you go back in 2 nights and get a whole different organization, or you keep the Flint Tropics?
No, I just created them just to create them. I just like creating teams.
You're not answering my question. I understand you like creating teams, so do you keep any of them, or do you just keep?
Oh no, I mean I keep them, but I don't put them in like a dynasty or a league or anything. Like it's literally just like a created team that you could play with for fun. It's not like I started like a dynasty or started a.
So will you play with the Flint Tropics again?
Probably not. I just make.
I mean, was it that? Did I ask it wrong?
I
I did. Well, help out, Matt.
I thought you were
I
trying
like
to.
watching this back and forth.
You're part of this too, you know.
I thought you were trying to ask me like I made like what you guys used to, where you made a team and then you did like a full season with them and you were adding players, dropping players.
You're a
Like,
GM. You did
a
just
GM.
GM mode.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing GM, none of that. It was just created the team, had fun with that. All right, on to the next one.
We didn't make teams. We made freight trains.
I know you guys did.
The Hampshire Whalers.
Dynasties. I mean,
Playing
pretty
the Dairy
yeah.
Coliseum.
We played 3-on-5 most of the
To
time.
the Dairy Coliseum.
Was it the Dairy
I
Coliseum?
think it was the Dairy
Yeah.
Coliseum.
That's a good name.
Come on. Put it in a little bit.
What's yours?
What's mine?
Yeah, what was yours?
For theirs, I don't remember. I think it was
Yeah, that's convenient.
I looked up what the arena was called from the movie.
All right, well, that's the start. That's Ty Besman. That's Matt Solso. I'm Steve Mensch. This is Screen the Screener. Can they hear us? All right. It's just every time it gets me right in the feels. It's like feels like he's gonna win some kind of a award at some point for how good that theme song is that we came up with.
It's not bad.
It's not good.
Do you guys have like a little animation in your head, like, you know, like the opening credits to a TV show or something go in your head when it's playing?
I was gonna say no, but what's yours? And now I want to know what both of yours are.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
It kind of, you know, the jib jab characters that you do like Christmas time where they put your face on like a elf or a gnome.
Oh yeah.
I have us three and doing like little dances in my head. When it's going on.
I don't even. Do I live in the same world? What is it? What kind of characters?
Jib jab.
Jib jab.
Yeah, you've never heard of you know jib
No,
jab.
yeah.
It's so at the holidays you get paid.
Not enough.
This isn't a common thing.
Yeah.
So like they'll do like a Christmas Carol, like whatever song that they do, and they'll have like a little dancing. It's almost like South Park animation.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
yeah.
All
It's
right.
like
All right.
it's like construction paper, like
What's
jerky
yours?
motion.
Interesting. What's yours?
Mine's nothing crazy. It's just I made the opening thing, so I just think of the opening thing.
That was
the animation.
for the people at home who are looking for some kind of subscription and listen to a
The
podcast
opening
in the
thing.
car. It was a thing with a thing.
Yeah.
And I like that thing.
Yeah.
And now I remember that thing, and I
Yeah.
think about that thing sometimes.
Yeah. Here and there.
Nothing. You're not going to do any better than that. Okay, let's whatever.
No,
you know what?
It's our opening
I'm
animation for YouTube. That's all it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you think of that?
I think of the opening animation on YouTube.
Well, that makes
That would
sense.
have probably been better. For me.
Yeah.
The
Much more
opening
eloquent
thing for the pod thing,
I'm gonna. We and I both like right now. I feel like the last couple of weeks we've been picking at each other, and I think it's good. I think it's healthy for us.
Especially because we're going to Disney.
We need to talk to this guy though. Like he has to learn when we start not making sense to everyone else, to the world, that he needs to reel us in.
Yeah.
Why? It's great content.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Throw
it?
a tomato at us.
Because I think one of the ones we thought we were I haven't listened to the dropping out one. I don't know if I can because I'm afraid.
Dropping Out?
Yeah, we did the remote one because you guys
Oh,
it was
man,
last
dude,
week.
that was so fun.
Did you listen to it?
No, I didn't. But
Because you're making arguments and I can't hear you, so I'm yelling back at you and you can't hear me. I can't imagine how frustrating that
us
was.
doing the pod remote when we have arguments is like D1 comedy. It is amazing.
I didn't know there was D1 comedy.
Especially because
It's not
my neighbors.
semi-pro. Or pro.
No,
Just
right.
one.
It's not FCS comedy.
No. When I'm sitting at my desk, it's right next to, and my walls are pretty thin. It's right next to my neighbor's living room. And so when I'm screaming at you on the laptop, I can't imagine what they're dealing with. At
Poor
8
poor
o'clock at
family.
night. Especially because last week we did 8:30, and they're probably sitting there watching TV, and they're like, "What is wrong with
I
this
just
kid?
want to watch Dancing with the
Why is
Stars.
he screaming about AJ Brown right now?"
Well, in fairness to you, there's a reason to be screaming about AJ Brown right now. Let's talk about some odds because I want to talk about some odds. The offensive rookie of the year we kind of brought up last week. I'm going to get into that one in a second. Let's get right to the MVP. Because folks, Tyler Besman put you on early. He put you on early. We backed him up. I did not make the bet. Did you make the bet? I'm so mad at myself.
I'm not because if I'd done it, he would have broken his leg. So
Jesus, man. Why do you have to be so down about it? Just get happy. What the hell?
Especially after Sunday morning. That was a great
oh my,
game.
We're gonna
God,
get
it's
into
fun
that.
to watch. Was it fun to be a fan of?
Don't play in Europe. We just got to stop.
Yeah, done with
or figure out a better way of doing it because there's too much.
I do like a morning game, though, I will say.
And that Atlanta team is better. All right, fine. We'll do the Atlanta game first if you want to.
No, we don't need to. Get it
No,
out.
we're gonna do it first. That
All right,
Atlanta.
is this where I really tune in?
That Atlanta.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
not yet, Matt. That Atlanta game. That Atlanta game.
Why is it the Atlanta game? Isn't it the Indianapolis game?
What's the
That's a
Indy?
great
Because
point.
because it's the Colts Atlanta game. If it was the Indy game, we would be talking about who Atlanta was playing. We're talking about who
Oh,
Indy
so
was
it's
playing.
who's listed on the top in the school box.
It's like
I've
I
never heard
swear
that.
to God, if you turn on me too, I can't. I promise you. I
So
will.
is it a Tampa
I will.
game?
I will leave you here to do the pod for 10 minutes and come back. And I promise you, I will. It is the Tampa game. Okay. So it's also the Falcons game. I want to say this. I think that Falcons team is maybe a little better than people think.
I agree.
And I think that they, maybe not better, but they cause unique challenges with the way they blitz in their pass rush. And you saw that in the Colts game. They were getting some pressure. They were heating them up.
To say the least.
I mean, he was bleeding out
3
of his mouth.
fumbles and
Dude,
an
that,
INT later.
our text picture now is Daniel Jones bleeding out of the mouth. Which, by the way, I was like, yes.
And how did he get that bloody mouth?
He got hit in the face.
No, he took a header directly into the bench when he ran out of bounds.
Oh, that's what it was?
I saw that play. I forgot that that's what it was. Yeah.
Well, dude, I was sitting on the couch, and right as he went on the screen and had the bloody face, I was like, "Oh my god!" And I popped up, and I was standing for the rest of the game.
So take that into account. Take into account there's a better Falcons team that has some challenges to it. Like Drake London's a dude. Like there's some challenges, and Bijan Robinson is a dude, and Michael Penix is young, but there's some challenges there in facing that team. And you're in Germany, that time period, that time slot, the travel, dude. I love the idea of spreading the game around the world. I really do. I just feel like there's a better way of doing it. When I don't know, do you extend the season and you get a bye around those two games? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but weird stuff happens, and now you have to go to Germany. You're having this awesome season, and now you got to go to Germany and play a team that's maybe not great but dangerous. That just played the Patriots really well. This is a team that, again, are they a contender? No, but I think they can hurt you. I think they can win games. And then you go and you find a way to win. And that's all that matters. You found a way to win. So
yes,
you've got
that
to
way
win.
is Jonathan Taylor, and I don't know why we just don't hand it off to him until he can't run it.
But to that point, I don't know why Atlanta, you just said, Drake London and Bijan, how do you not just give the ball to Bijan and do what they're doing to Jonathan Taylor, where you feed the hot hand? Like, I feel like Atlanta's like, all right, Bijan, go have a 20-yard run and then go have a 15-yard run and then another 20-yard run. All right, we're going to put Tyler Algier in for the next 15 snaps.
That's
It's
why.
like, what are we doing? Like,
That's why they're
just
not a
make it work.
contender yet. Is because they're not there yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do it or they're not just like.
I feel like it's been the story of Bijan's career so far. It's like he's so good, but he hasn't taken that next step because they just don't even give him the rock.
Sort of like what's
I
happening with
don't
Travion Henry.
I honestly have no idea.
Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly. Oh, I meant to wear my jersey.
You knew that was going to trigger him. Stop it. That's not what's happening. He triggered.
Jacob Henderson's an absolute dog.
I
will say,
how? Ty, we know you think he's an absolute dog. We're 15 minutes in.
We can
You
do it.
already are like, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be a long night. Do we know?
I can't wait.
Do you know how many carries he had in that game? Do you know how many carries Bijan had in that game?
Bijan?
Yeah.
No.
You just, Ted Whitman, listens to the show, friend of the program. He's on to your stats, bro. He thinks you're making shit up. Sorry.
I do.
I don't usually swear, but he thinks. Oh God, that's the world we live in.
That's
right?
what I do.
It's not
You guys.
It's not factual. We're just speaking confidently.
That's what. Hey, honestly, I feel like that.
How many did he have?
17 times for 84 yards.
That's not enough. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
My eyeballs don't lie.
Even a blind squirrel, right? Okay. So
I think that's just like a Gould 101. Though. I think it's just speaking of confidence. I think he taught me that when I was younger, and that's how I think of him in sales.
We'll tell you a lot of things. Most of them good. Some of them, like all parents, it's not all good. It's not all good. That being said, you're right. That's not enough.
No.
You got to get him more than 17.
No.
You have to find a way to get him more than 17.
Do you still have it up, by the way? How much did Jonathan Taylor have? Sorry.
52
I don't know how many carries he had, but he had 244, I think, on the ground.
with three touchdowns.
Three
again?
tutties, yeah.
Yeah. He
Disgusting.
is basically saving my fantasy football season.
I have a question for you. Talent-wise, is he the best running back in the league? Like, I don't.
No.
Like, okay.
But he's up there.
Yeah.
Saquon's the best talent. Most talented running back in the league.
Jonathan Taylor, 32 carries, 244 yards.
Love Jonathan Taylor. He's
Wow.
top 3, I think.
Okay.
I think Bijan might be more talented
Okay.
than Taylor.
I thought about that from
Now,
this
there's a-
weekend. I was
there's-
like, what, like, talent-wise,
For me-
impact-wise, what does that look like?
For me, there's a difference between most talented and best, and I think that Saquon was the best running back in the league last year. And also McCaffrey, you'd have to throw up there when he's healthy.
Right.
But who's the best running back this year? That's Jonathan Taylor. Without question, he's the best. And that's
Of
when
course.
you include like vision, patience, durability,
And power.
Well, power's more of a
Not just
talent.
dude.
I think power's a talent.
Fair.
Now it's a talent that you improve by working on all that. But that's the one I get where you, either way, but I put power in the talent category.
Okay.
So I think John, the numbers just don't, and people know what's coming, and I know he has a good offensive line. They've got some balance on offense, but you can't argue with all the numbers he's having. I mean, you just can't argue that he's the best running back.
Well, I think even if you just see his runs, when he makes the turn on the corner and you see the DB try to take the angle, you're like, nope, you missed him.
Yeah.
All right, that angle is never going to catch
At that
him.
size,
And it's
too,
happened
he's
like
not small.
3 or 4 times. It's unreal.
He's not small. Like the other thing is, just to get off that, because I have this thought in my mind, DeForest Buckner, the talented defensive tackle, on IR before this game. Not great. You don't love it, but the alpha, you don't like you.
No, I'm very sad. I like DeForest Buckner a lot.
Stop doing weird things. Say things. Like, what's this weird tier thing that you just did? I don't even know what's happening.
I didn't even know that Jonathan was 26. I thought he was older.
DeForest Buckner, that is painful from a leadership standpoint as well.
Are you just?
Hey, I'm trying to reel it back in here, Steve.
You're doing a great job, Matt. I appreciate you. Are you going to start saying random stuff throughout this pod?
Yeah, because
I didn't know his favorite. I didn't know his favorite food was pizza.
Listen, I put in little.
I didn't know he had a little brother
I
named
put in little
Thomas.
tidbits as the pod goes on. That way, I know by the end you're gonna be pretty pissed. It's like Billy O being a teapot.
This is the AI chapters in this one are going to be Steve gets mad again. Steve's still mad. Steve mad again. They lost to Forrest Buckner, talented defensive tackle, a really good player, 4 games. So hopefully he'll come back his neck injury.
The way that Steiger was talking, it sounds much worse than that.
Really?
They're like, we'll get him back when we get him back.
Well, hopefully get him back. Oh, man, that sucks. But they went out and win. They won again.
They did.
Fine. You're in Germany, nobody cares. DeForest Buckner's out, nobody cares. Daniel Jones get hit in the mouth, nobody cares. Win. Find a way to win. And they keep finding ways to win. I've heard some things on ESPN this week, too, about like the talking heads about this is a paper tiger, not a real team. And I'm like, meanwhile, everyone's talking about how the Patriots, I'm like, look, I think the Patriots are for real, and I love the Patriots. But if you're going to make an argument for a team being a paper tiger right now, I think there's a pretty clear choice there. New England has played no one, like no one except for Buffalo.
And Tampa.
Buffalo and Tampa, and they won both of those games.
And
to their credit.
And the bad teams that we played, we've blown out. Carolina, for example, just beat Green Bay. We destroyed them.
I agree with you, Tyler. But what I'm saying is it's a little hypocritical to have that that criticism of the Colts, but not of the Patriots.
No, 100%. I agree.
Am I wrong, Matt? Like, do you have the Colts record in front of you?
Yes.
Who have they beaten?
I'm sorry. You asked for the record. They're 8-2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have can you pull up their schedule when you have a second?
Yes.
We'll look at who they've beaten. Because it just seems like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they haven't beaten anyone. I thought they beat Denver though, didn't they?
They did.
They beat Denver. Like in Denver, I think sucks, but record-wise, they don't.
Well, that's why I think the AFC is just like a cupcake conference right now. Like
really, who's so great in the NFC?
I don't think it's that they're that great. I just think that like Detroit. I think Detroit's a freight train. Like I think they're a team that's built for the playoffs. I don't see an AFC team that's really that built for the playoffs. I will say. Weather-wise, we have some teams on the AFC that have, like, if they get a home playoff game, they're looking pretty good. If you're the Patriots, you get a home playoff game, that's sweet. Denver, same scenario.
Detroit, good team. Yeah.
So, like, that would help you out. But if I have Detroit, and for me, Detroit right now is my Super Bowl favorite. So, like, the NFC,
I don't hate it.
A little bit tougher.
I don't hate it. I think the Rams look real.
And I think the Eagles know how to win. I think they're a team that's boring as hell, but they know how to win.
Dude, they tried to lose that last night so bad. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
So week 1, they beat the Dolphins handily. Yeah. They barely beat the Broncos.
They broke the Dolphins.
They smoked the Titans. Lost to the Rams by a touchdown only because
on the road.
AD dropped the ball. Smoked the Raiders. Beat the Cardinals. Beat the Chargers.
The Chargers is a good win, I think.
Yeah. Lost against the Steelers, but with like 17 turnovers.
Yeah.
And beat the Falcons in overtime. And then they've got the bye week this week and Chiefs next week.
So I totally agree. It's not the hardest schedule I've ever.
No.
No, but there's some
beat the teams they're supposed to beat,
and they beat the Chargers, and they're just like New England. They have like 2 wins that you could point to and be like, "That's a pretty good win," and they're competitive in the other games. And as a matter of fact, the New England losses are way worse.
Yeah, you point to that Rams game like that. That's a great loss in my eyes. And
that's a good loss.
And even the Steelers lost. Like we've seen the Steelers be able to play at a pretty high level at some point.
Also, a team that matches up well with you.
Yes.
Again, there are teams that match up well with other teams. The Steelers actually match up well with the Colts because of that defense and how they can stop the run. That's a team that's going to match up well. You're going to run into those guys.
Does the Patriots win over the Bills lose luster now that they got smoked by the Dolphins?
I think so.
A little bit.
I've been seeing at least seeing like people talk about, at least on TikTok, people thinking that they're like me and that they're like a media celebrity. But they're talking about how the Patriots, and they're like, well, they just got smoked by the Dolphins, so I guess we just didn't evaluate them well. And it's like the Bills actually are just a bad team, and that's why the Patriots beat them. So that's what it seems like from like Twitter and TikTok, from what I'm seeing of like fans' opinions. But I feel like the media in general is still giving some love to the Patriots and the Bills. Like I saw the Bills, they went from being a plus 300 to like plus 900 in odds for Super Bowl. And I'm like, I don't know how you can make that.
We'll get into this in a second. Josh Allen's plus 700. He is 1, 2, 3.
Did you see, by the way?
Right.
I'm not trying to get into the Patriots thing, but the MVP, they showed a little like animation. I love when they do that because I'm a sucker for the animations.
We're gonna get into this. I
don't want to get into the Pats game, but it was for the MVP race.
No, the MVP. But go ahead.
And basically, it was a mountain that they were climbing, and it was Baker climbing up, and then it cut to Drake, and Drake's a little bit higher climbing up, and then they show the tippity top of the mountain, and it's Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes just standing there looking down at those two. And it was like a drastic difference in the animation.
Maybe because they've already won.
What are we doing? I mean, I know it was at the beginning of the Tampa game, the 1 o'clock game, so we didn't see the Bills lose just yet. But it was still just ridiculous that that's what the MVP race looks like, especially when Matthew Stafford is putting up a crazy year and Jonathan Taylor's putting up a crazy year.
All right, we're a Colts pod, and we just did our Colts section. Good, let's go Colts.
Go Colts.
Matt's ready for the Super Bowl. He's already getting stuff. He's already getting some stuff ready. Are you gonna go if they go to the Super Bowl?
Where is it this year?
I don't know.
It's in Santa Clara.
I will
Really, San
sell.
Francisco?
I know.
I will sell your car to go to that game.
Sell my car?
Yeah.
Probably get $500.
How much is the ticket?
Yeah, it's Levi's
Silver
Stadium,
Surfer?
Where's Levi?
Santa Clara.
Hmm.
That's
Saw
not.
Dave Portnoy.
If it was like New Orleans, Miami.
That's not awesome. But if we can figure it out, we're gonna figure it out.
Well, maybe we could pod out there and get a sponsor to take us.
Yeah.
It's a write-off. It's a write-off. We just can write it off. So that's our pod section. Let's get into some of these odds. Okay. Odds for MVP. Ready? Drake Maye and Matthew Stafford plus 300 are the leaders. Okay. Let's jump in if there's anything you guys want to say. Jonathan Taylor is now in third place, plus 500.
I don't understand.
Do you remember what the odds were? Go ahead.
I don't understand why he's not higher. Do you know what I mean? Like why he's not even a front runner? Because Drake May is having a season, and so is Matthew Stafford. But Jonathan Taylor's like on a historic level season so far.
I don't know how to weigh it.
Well, so Adam Schefter, Pat McAfee asked Adam Schefter.
Because I think
this,
you're
and
right.
The way that he said it was, it's taken into account of like most valuable player, and the most valuable player looking at a team is the quarterback. So right away, people are gonna go straight to the quarterback and say, and this is what Adam Schefter said. He was like, they took away my privileges to vote for the MVP, and it was like kind of giving a couple nudges towards the NFL Network doing it. And he was like, if I was to vote, like it's Jonathan Taylor, no question, especially because they showed the race between him and Adrian Peterson. And Adrian Peterson, I'm just going to say touchdowns because that's what I remember. Adrian Peterson, his MVP year at 7 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor at 17 touchdowns.
Shut up. He did not have just 7.
Seven
Okay.
touchdowns. It was on Pat McAfee.
so far.
Oh, at this point in the
At this
season,
point in
that's
the
where
season.
Adrian Peterson was?
It was on Pat McAfee. I can look.
That's not answering. You're
Yeah, I
repeating
think the
say on Pat
qualifier.
McAfee.
I think the
I can
qualifier
look.
was just
It
through
has
10
to be.
weeks. It was 7 touchdowns.
Okay, either way, 7 versus 17.
No, it's a good point. I just want to
I can
make
pull
sure.
it.
I just want to make sure we're clear about it.
I
Okay,
can pull it.
because people now think that Vince Carter averaged 3.5.
That was my bad. Get over it. That was my bad.
Because Vince Carter called. He's suing us.
Good. We got some attention.
Things haven't gone well since the NBA, and he's suing us.
He has 15 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor,
So they had that wrong. 15 rushing.
15 rushing touchdowns. He's had five,
So does he have any
3
receiving?
touchdown games. That's unreal.
Unreal.
That's not true. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's had 4.
4 receiving.
4 3 touchdown games.
That's insane.
Are you two down? Are you guys?
Maybe the 2 are the receiving touchdowns, which I can't see.
Are you guys done going down the rabbit hole?
Nope.
The rabbit hole.
Yeah,
No.
we're just starting.
We're rolling.
All right. So he's at third. What did you? Do you remember what you got the odds on for your bet?
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, it was the first 10 games. I had to get it. It was first 10 games. And so Adrian Peterson through 10 games had 1,100. I'm just around 1,100. No, I can't. Adrian Peterson had
Let me sum up.
Adrian Peterson had 1,128 rushing yards. John Taylor right now has 1,139 rushing yards. 5.8 yards per carry for Pearson, 6 for Taylor, 7 rushing touchdowns for Pearson, 15 for Taylor. It's insane.
You got that, Ted?
Yeah, I had to let him know.
That's for Ted.
It is
What were the odds you got on your bet?
plus 30,000.
30,000.
Yeah.
And it's at 500.
Yeah, it was after like he had like a 2 touchdown, 3 touchdown.
How much did you put on it?
$5. I win 1,500.
Dude.
You're buying dinner.
You know what McShay's going to say?
But
Cash out.
should have put 10.
McShay's going to say, you should have put 100, you
Yeah.
sissy. And he might say a different word, but that's what he's going to say to you. You know that's what he's going to say to you.
I know.
Because, he's every time.
He's
like,
heard
one-
my betting before.
Yeah, one time Ty was like, tell McShay I hit this parlay. And Ty was like, well, what do you bet? And Ty was like, okay.
$5.
Okay, cool. Like, I know he's young, but he could have put a little more on that one.
I'm doing 50.
Dude, that was actually very funny when he did that to you. All right, so we got Mahomes plus 600 after that. I don't understand. I'm not saying he can't get into it. Josh Allen plus 700, and the
He
guy.
should fall off after this.
I think so too, but I think this was from today. Those guys can get back into it, and Sam Darnold at plus 900, which I think is awesome, and I think he maybe should be behind Taylor. Look what he's done with that team. Like, I'm sorry, but like he's been more important player to his team than all. Like, don't give me that credit, but most important, which is always a popularity contest. It's BS. So I think he should be there. And then there's a big drop after that. So those are the contenders: Maye, Stafford, Taylor, Mahomes, Allen, Darnold. And then after that, it gets to Herbert at plus 2,200. So now you're really that's the line right now. That's what they see. Here's the problem for Taylor. He's in third, 10 games in the season on this absolute tear. He needs to continue on a pace that's similar, and he needs one of those two guys ahead of him to fall off, which would be tragic for us. I mean, we would like. Can you imagine? There's that side of it too. Okay, so there's Jonathan Taylor. That's what he needs to happen, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen. And I also think, truthfully, I think he deserves it more than he's going to get credit for because he's the running back, and I think that's wild. Well, do you know how hard it is? It's harder to be a running back oriented team. Like, it's harder to do that. And the fact that they're doing that with him, like, I think he should get like a boost, not I don't know. I'm serious. I don't think it should be it shouldn't be something that's
not a handicap to begin with.
Right. This is something that's special and unique and different, and that should be respected and noticed. Like, there's a quarterback every year. There's not a running back like this a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that, and even just looking at it historically.
The other thing is the two guys ahead of him aren't having like historic quarterback seasons. They're having nice seasons. They're having very nice seasons.
Drake Maye is like third or fourth in passing right now, which is awesome. Awesome. It's not putting up 4,000 like 4,000 yards at this point in the season. It's just not that.
Right.
Well, and I also feel like
we're like a Lamar rushing year. It's not. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that going on. You're right, Matt. Like, I don't get it.
I feel like Sunday's game, like, John Taylor needed. I mean, he didn't like need, but for the MVP race, I think he needed it because for him, he needed to sort of go against that Adam Schefter debate, like, who's the most valuable player to a team. It's Jonathan.
Zero question.
Like, Daniel Jones is not winning that game. Jonathan Taylor is winning that game.
Don't you dare talk about dating down.
I just non-biased watching that game. The ball in Daniel Jones' hand. I'm like, I don't know if they win this. Ball in Jonathan Taylor's hand, and I'm like, they are for sure winning it. And he's the most valuable player on that roster.
He dominated overtime.
I don't think they even threw a pass.
They
did because they threw that awesome one to Tyler Warren.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the other awesome one that was over the shoulder, like in between the two.
But you even said like that was a Tyler Warren catch. Like Tyler Warren grabbed that.
Still, they both get credit.
Okay. But still, with that sort of debate with John Taylor MVP, if you want to say like most valuable player on the field, it's insane watching that dude play right now. And I also, what I keep going back to is Saquon Barkley last year was the historic numbers. For rushing, he only had, in the regular season, was 2,005 yards and 13 touchdowns. I think on John Taylor's path right now,
he could be 13 touchdowns.
13 touchdowns. How many Jalen Hurts stole from him?
A ton.
I had him for fantasy. I know how many. It was a lot.
And I can see for receiving too.
Let's get you off the numbers. We're okay with the numbers.
You can ask him look for me.
I don't know. That sounded very awkward, like something you might hear in a YMCA.
I'm looking at it right here.
In a YMCA locker room.
Let them know. 2005. You can see it at the bottom.
For who?
That's Saquon Barkley's numbers last year. 2005 rushing yards last year. 13 rushing touchdowns.
Dude, this is Ramondre Stevenson.
Shut up, dude. Dude, Teddy's gonna come for me, man. He's gonna show up on my doorstep and you keep playing with him.
Dude, actually, his comment was really funny. He was like, "Tyler's really going off the rails, huh?" He's like, "How you guys?" He's like, basically, "How you guys doing?" Tyler's gone off the rails, right?
Yeah, that's what I do. But so that's where, for me, like, if he didn't win MVP last year, Jonathan Taylor has to maybe not blow it out of the water, but he has to beat those numbers. No, I agree. But he needs to finish the year. He has what?
That's what he's got to do.
6 more weeks, including the bye, or 7 weeks, including the bye. Like, he has to pass 2,000 rushing yards. And he's already passed the rushing touchdowns. He's fine.
As long as we're getting into this deeper conversation about what's going to have to happen here, because this is something that's coming to my mind, something I want. I would ask you, Matt. Do you go for it? Do you want them to go for him getting the MVP, or do you want them to maybe?
I want them to win games. I don't. Whatever that takes.
I think
the problem is that you're going to need Jonathan Taylor to be special to do that.
Yeah. You're 8-2 now. You're going into your bye, so you come out. Let's say you come out and you go 3-1. I don't know what their schedule is. But let's say they win 3 out of the next. Like, at what point, if you lock up the division, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like you're not going to win the conference, or let's just say it looks like you're not going to win the conference, or you lock up the conference too. Are you going to rest him for the last 2 games of the year?
God, no. I've already done this as a Colts fan.
So you
play to win the game.
But it has nothing to do with the MVP race.
It doesn't. I don't care. MVP is a nice thing. You're trying to win a championship, and you do what's right for the championship.
Yeah.
So you don't start feeding him the ball just because that's.
He could have
I think they did what Philly did, where they made sure that Saquon beat Barry Sanders' record. I think they keep him out there until he does that.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, I don't hate it. I don't think you're wrong.
But it's also like we just talked about. Like Jonathan Taylor is that offense. Like I don't think there's like a scenario where it's like, oh, maybe we've got a good RB2 and maybe we feed him a little bit more. Like
I know who their RB2 is.
I do too. He's a dog, but he's also
his RB2.
What is it? DJ?
No, he is a rookie.
Amir Abdullah?
No, Tyler Warner.
RB2?
4 carries, 1 touchdown. Dude, he was.
Wait, really?
Do you see him at Penn State when he played running back?
No.
Dude, he played wildcat quarterback for them all the time.
I did see that he was in wildcat in that one formation. They were like, oh, Tyler Warren and
wildcat. He ran the ball all the time for Penn State.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable short yards around.
But no, like they're not just going to start handing the ball off to Tyler Warren. What I'm saying is
we are in a second. We are in a second because I'm going to talk to you about it.
They might, but what I'm saying is they're not going to start easing up on handing the ball off to Jonathan Taylor if they have to win games.
No, absolutely.
So I think he has a really good shot at beating the 2,000 yards. And
dude, I would love to have the bet you have right now.
My other hot take, me too. But my other hot take, and maybe this is just me trying to make myself like feel better about making that bet, but I don't. Stafford winning MVP is so mad to me. He has one of the best offense in the whole entire NFL. He has Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams playing like Devontae Adams.
I love it when you say Puka Nacua.
I love Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua. I love it.
But he has a fantastic offense around him, and he has Sean McVay. Like he has everything that an old quarterback would need to have success, and he's doing it because Puka can do anything.
Don't be a dick. Any quarterback needs it. You act like the Matthew Stafford's hanging out in Georgia on the porch with his dog, and then he just comes out you act like he's Scott Bakula. You act like he's Scott Bakula. Necessary roughness.
No joke. That's what I think of Stafford. I think Stafford just goes and hangs out, and then they give him a call and they're like, "Hey, Matthew, we're picking you up because we have a game in Atlanta." And he's like, "All right, sounds good."
Listen, I was with you, and I still am with you on most of your point. Don't you ever disrespect Matt Stafford. He is a dog.
I love Matt Stafford.
Still to this day. To this day, he's a dog. He is a dude. He's never been in an offense. He's never played, and I kind of like this about him. He's never played in an offense where it was air raid. They were just going to put up a bunch of numbers.
No, that's great. I'm not trying to knock Matt Stafford, but
because of that reason, he won't win.
We were like, oh, Lamar Jackson. He has Derrick Henry. He has Zay Flowers. That's more than half of what Josh Allen has. It's got to be Josh Allen. And that was the argument against Lamar last year. And so
I don't know how Lamar didn't win last year. Don't even get me started.
No idea.
I love Josh Allen too. We had this whole thing last year, but it drove me up the wall. The numbers were what the numbers were. Lamar Jackson was MVP of the last year. And Josh was awesome.
That's where you're probably right. Stafford probably doesn't end up winning it, but him being that high, like him being in front of Jonathan Taylor, I'm just annoyed that Jonathan Taylor isn't even in front of Drake May. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he's just like
I should say I don't know
insane right now.
I don't know what Stafford's throwing numbers are this year, but I know that he's never he's not a fantasy guy. I know he's not a fantasy guy, so if he's not a fantasy guy, he's not playing.
TD to INT ratios are
I'm sure
it's like 26-2.
It's because the yards after
he's
for Puka is insane.
He is an awesome quarterback with awesome receivers and an awesome play caller, and it's fun to watch.
So far, he has just under 2,500 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and 2 picks.
Yeah, those are great.
His average QBR rating right now is just under 1.
Can you do me a favor really quickly while we're talking about this, because we're going to move on, but can you go back and look at what Allen's passing numbers were for the year last year?
Yeah.
You had said something that if the Colts lock up the conference. I don't think that they're going to lock up the conference. I think the Patriots are going to lock up the conference.
They could.
Because their schedule the rest of the way is very, very easy comparatively.
They're not supposed to get Burrow. The only game that's going to be interesting for them, and they're going to need it, is the Ravens-Lamar game. And because Lamar should be in that game. But that being said, my understanding is even though Burrow's practicing now, he's not going to come back until the week after the Patriots game. That's what their timeline is for him. So yeah, you're right. I mean, it sets up really well. And I love how late the Colts bye is. I think it's really good for them.
Yeah.
And I love the Patriots have a bye and then 4 more games and that's it. I mean, they look that's pretty good, man. Like that's set up. Everything is set up really well for them.
How disappointing are you?
Are you not? You cannot be kidding.
No,
you cannot be.
No, I had to double check something. That's what it was. Is I brought up also Lamar's stats when
What would I ask
when
you?
you asked the question. I had to double check. I'm getting flamed, so I have to make sure that I have all of the correct stats here. It's basically the same.
Make it stop.
I just think it's funny. So Josh Allen last year, dude. This is nuts. 2024 regular season.
2024. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
He threw for 3,731 yards and had 28 passing touchdowns.
That's it?
He rushed for 531 yards and had 12 rushing touchdowns.
He threw for 3,700.
3,700. Now let me tell you Lamar's, just to piss you off. Lamar had 4,172 passing yards and
ran for
41 touchdowns. And his rushing was 915 with 4 touchdowns.
It doesn't make sense.
It is insane. It is insane to me.
But I will say this,
and maybe I can look at interceptions. Maybe that's where they were looking at. But Lamar had 4 interceptions last year.
I'm a little. I'll say this though, just to put this. I just wanted.
And Josh Allen had 6.
I just want a perspective on that because I wanted to know what the numbers are. And you look at Josh Allen's numbers and you look at Lamar's passing numbers. And Stafford's putting up numbers, dude. He's putting up big numbers.
Right.
So that makes me think that maybe he's in a better spot than I thought.
But that's what they were saying is, oh, he has Derrick Henry. Oh, he has more. He has better receivers where he has Isaiah Likely.
I'm right.
Isaiah Likely played well last year. You have Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers.
You're right, and I'm right.
Rabbit hole.
Dude, we're not doing it. We're right. I don't know. I'll never understand that MVP.
It's annoying.
It's almost as bad as Peyton Manning winning MVP in the Super Bowl. But we'll move on. We'll move on.
You're not going to get me on that. I agree with you.
I don't think I'm going to get you, Matt. I just like to bring it up as much as possible.
I just wish I could remember the second running back's name. I know Joseph Adai, and I can't remember the other guy.
You draft? Wait, for this year?
What? No, when they won the Super Bowl.
We got to look it up. All right, listen. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We talked about this. There's 3 guys in the running. One of them I just don't understand. But we're going to talk about him in a minute too. We have to move a little bit.
I mean, the rookies haven't been that great.
Emeka Egbuka, negative 150. He is the front runner by far. Jackson Dart, plus 150. That's got to change. I don't even know if that's because I don't know. Like I don't even know if he's going to play again this year. To be honest with you, we'll see. I shouldn't speculate. And then Tyler Warren, plus 550. Let's compare Egbuka and Warren. I thought Egbuka missed a game because he was banged up. He did not miss a game. His numbers are 16.9 yards per catch and 70.5.2 yards per catch. Per game, sorry, 75.2 yards per game. I will say that for Egbuka, he is the leading receiver on the 4th place team in the NFC. Tyler Warren is averaging 12.3 yards per catch, so obviously a lot less, and 61.7 yards per game, which is significantly less too. The leading receiver on the top right now, the top seed in the AFC. I get it. It should be Egbuka right now. When you look at the numbers and you look at the tape, and or when you look at them play, I shouldn't say tape. When you look at them play, I get it. But that gap to me is crazy. I go from negative 120 to 550 when you look at, I mean, if Egbuka stumbles, I think Warren's going to go right by him. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Warren stumbles and then Egbuka pulls away. They've both been awesome.
Well, I think Dart and Warren should be flopped. I think that's where that should be closer.
I think they will be.
Yeah,
I think they will be. I think that'll take care of itself.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm surprised by the gap. Yeah, plus 50. You know what? I'd be okay with if they were flopped. If Warren was plus 150 and Egbuka was negative 120, I might be like, I kind of like Warren a little bit more, but I get it. But I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought those would be better.
Well, no, I mean, but it's 2 different positions, right? You know, for a tight end to win would have to be historic, which he's.
So this is the stuff I struggle with. You're right, Matt. Like you're right, and I should just deal with the real world. But I'm continuing to have this Peter Pan thing in my life, and I just refuse to do it. Like no, honestly, I've always been like this. And to me, I'm like, well, the tight end does more. Yeah, I get that those numbers are better. And Egbuka, by the way, blocks his ass off. blocks his ass off. He's a dude.
He's a bigger receiver than I thought.
He's not that big.
But
He's
I mean,
thick.
like, really
He's
thick
thick.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's built a certain way. He's like Baker. You know, like everyone's like Baker Small. It's like Baker's a tank, bro.
Farmer shit off.
He's like
It's tough to tackle him too. He picks a lot of tackles.
yeah, he's like that guy in the Marvel movies who has the helmet, but he's like massive and runs through the walls, but he's just a mini version of that.
Oh, the
You know what I'm
guy
talking
that's
about?
Like, it has a penis for a head.
Okay, that's not one. No, Baker, I would never Baker. You're my guy, Baker. This is I don't know what's happened here, and trust me, it'll get handled off air. Are you? What is wrong with you tonight? The guy with the penis for his head. No, not
It's a very phallic head.
Wait, what's that word?
Spelled phallic.
So what I was saying was that a tight end has to do more, and I think a tight end does have to do more. And this is what I was going to get back to because this is what I was talking about, how much Tyler Warren ran in college, and that he has a rushing touchdown this year. I think if they get him a little involved in the goal lines offense, and they already have Danny Dimes down there and Taylor, they can do some really interesting things with that goal line offense, and I think they already have. But it'd be interesting to see them like continue to evolve there and see if Warren can play a bigger role there. And also, if he has, it's not on the question, I think, for him to get 3 or 4 more rushing touchdowns. I really don't think that's out of the question.
Part of me wonders if they're just keeping those in their back pocket for games down the road.
100%.
Where
100%.
Yeah.
And I think if they deployed that more, I think you would have more of a shot at
That's what I'm saying.
winning for
That's
the
why I'm
offense.
kind of
I
hoping
think it
for
showed that he was a little bit more like
versatile.
yes.
More
And
as a
I
weapon.
don't think like Brock Bowers won it last year. Like I think Brock Bowers getting fed more than Tyler Warren is this
To be
year.
clear, Brock Bowers would have won it last year, this year,
I'm
probably like
I'm sure
most
but
years.
they do feed the crap out of that dude.
Yeah.
like
For a
the
reason,
Colts
though.
are able to sort of spread the ball around a little bit.
Yep. Even though Warren is the leading receiver. I don't think he has the most receptions, but he has the most yards.
Yep.
So yeah, that one's interesting. Coach of the year. Who do you think the 2 favorites are?
it's got to be Steichen and Vrabel.
Who do you think's the favorite?
Vrabel, baby.
Do you think? I think it should be Steichen.
No, it should be Vrabel.
No. He's taken a team that's just been a dumpster fire the last few years, culture-wise and personnel-wise.
So I guess.
And now all of a sudden he's 8-2, and we were projected to only win like
So wait,
5 or 6 games.
were we at the Coach of the Year Bowl last year when we went to see the Colts and the Patriots because the Patriots lost that game? They ended up being the worst team, so Vrabel had to take them back from a worse place. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It makes sense for everyone. Everyone out home gets it. Everyone at home gets it.
I follow you.
Matt's not even listening, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think like I don't know. I think Carly Ursay who turned around the Colts.
I swear to God, he has 3 names and he wants to work into every pod. And he goes and he's like, I'm going to Carly Ursay.
I haven't even talked about the Celtics a little bit.
It's Carly
Dude.
Ursay Gordon, by the way.
Carly Ursay Gordon.
Who we can all
Big
disagree.
fan.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. Carly Ursay Gordon. Badass.
Yes.
Badass. We all believe she's a badass. We
Yes.
love what she's doing. When she does something different or becomes newsworthy, we'll bring her back up.
No.
Okay?
She bought drinks.
I'm
and
bringing
brought
her up all the time.
She did.
She did. That was cool.
That actually was cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. I love when owners do that kind of stuff. That is kind of cool. Stop it, Matt. Yeah, what's his name? I know.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Tell me that doesn't look like a penis.
You need to go see the doctor. You need to go see your doctor.
I didn't say it looked like mine.
Okay.
My daughter's listening to this. Sorry, guys. But part of me had we were at
48,
47.
48,
Just
yeah.
skip from 45 to 50.
Yeah, just to be safe, get out of that zone.
I'm turning red now.
But no, my reason for bringing up Carly Ursay Gordon is the fact that Vrabel came in and fully took over everything and turned around that organization. That's my reason for a coach of the year. He brought in his guys. He also brought it from his guys from staff-wise to player-wise to scouting-wise. Like Steichen was there. I think Carly Ursay Gordon stepped in and was more involved than we've seen from other GMs, and that's where that has changed over there for Indianapolis. Obviously, he's been doing well as a coach, but I think from a culture standpoint, Vrabel created that for New England. Carly Ursay Gordon, I think, has kind of created a better culture in Indianapolis.
Vrabes has been awesome. I love that Vrabes is the coach of Vrabes. You got to call him Vrabes. I love that he's the coach of the Patriots. I mean, the other thing is, like, we grew up watching him play. He's Vrabes. Like, that's what he is. Or that's who he is. And I I would want no other coach right now.
No.
Here's the argument I'm going to make, just for argument's sake. When you walk into that building, you know who your quarterback is. He's the guy you drafted 3rd overall. He's Drake Maye. That is the quarterback. Okay.
Mhm.
If you're in the Colts building and you're Steichen, you've already been there for a few years, right? How many years has he been there?
4 or 5.
4. He's already been there for 4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
You have a quarterback battle between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. This is like a race to the bottom. Matt was pulling his hair out. Race to the bottom. You have to make the right decision. You have to get. Let me ask you something. If you're in a locker room and you're playing wide receiver for one of these teams, who are you more excited to play with?
New England.
Drake Maye. How does
But I'd rather play for Vrabel. That's
How
why
does
Stafford
Steichen-
came over. He wanted to play for Vrabel.
I know, but that's what I mean. How does Steichen get? And he's a great coach, but how does Steichen get these guys to buy in? I think he has a tougher job. I think Steichen has a tougher job because
I think it's Carly
he doesn't have.
keeping people accountable.
I think she's awesome. It's all part of the organization. It's an organizational award, okay?
Yeah.
And she's a big part of what they're doing. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, even that, like you have an owner who might be looking to make a change after her father passed away. Like there's a lot of pressure on this dude.
Yeah.
And for him to navigate and get them to where he's gotten them,
But Vrabel has had the same thing.
no, he
He comes
hasn't.
in after a
Yeah,
down year,
Graves, I
but he's also
understand,
wearing multiple hats.
but he has a
where
friend.
Steichen can kind of make sure that Carly Gordon can kind
You
of do
don't
her
think
job.
Steichen wears multiple hats?
I think he does, but Vrabel's wearing additional hats.
What? Okay.
How many hats for each one of them?
At least 6, 7.
How many are in
Push
cats?
back.
How many are there cats? How many cats in hats?
6, 7.
Well played. Shane Steichen does the offensive call playing, which Vrabel doesn't do, which I think is absurd.
Oh,
it
that's
tilts
interesting, Tyler.
Tilts the scales in Steichen's, and I was wrong. He was hired on Valentine's Day in 23, so this is his 3rd season.
Yeah, but still, he's been there for a minute. That's on his first year, and he doesn't have that defined. Now, I hope Vrabel wins it,
Yeah.
and I think Vrabel is very deserving. But I also think Shane Steichen is very deserving too, and needs
I think so,
should
too.
be recognized for what he's done.
I think so too.
All right, last one. This is our favorite one. Comeback player of the year. Anthony Richardson. I couldn't find the
Not
odds.
listed.
Yeah.
I looked.
Shocker.
I couldn't find him. Who do you think the favorite is?
I'm looking at it right now.
It's got to be CMC.
It is
It is
CMC.
CMC.
I was kind of surprised by that.
But he's having a hell of a year.
He is.
Are you asking me that, or are you
I
telling
didn't
me?
know. I didn't know. I don't have him for
No,
fantasy.
I
haven't
am for
watched him.
fantasy. He's been doing pretty well. My team is still free. Inside.
Guess who's second? Dak.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that he was
Numbers wise, I get it, but like, this
What's
this
the
actually
gap?
seems like a good year. There's
What's the
like,
gap?
it's plus 120, plus 150. He's right there.
Dak's plus 150.
Yeah.
He's
So-
playing well.
So yeah, numbers great. I'll say that. Like, but I think CMC's been a more of a thing. There's like legitimate. There are legitimate candidates this year.
I know who I want.
Aiden Hutchinson,
That's who I want to win it.
plus 400. I love the idea of
Dude,
being
he got his leg destroyed. last year.
destroyed, and he's just an absolute
He's
like
a freak, man.
beast.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes, plus 1100. A little disrespectful in my opinion. I don't mind him being.
Is that because he wasn't hurt? He just got sat on the practice squad.
I think it's Jonathan Taylor hurting his value a little bit.
And then, yeah, definitely Stephon Diggs plus 2200. I don't think he should win it. I don't think he's going to win it.
JJ McCarthy, are you goddamn sorry? I jumped ahead. Sorry.
I went with those 5. I didn't get to McCarthy.
McCarthy's 6.
But Diggs at plus 2200. These are all FanDuel odds, by the way. These are the FanDuel odds. So if you're wondering, I love that Diggs is in the mix. He shouldn't be.
No.
Shouldn't be there. I did get mad a little bit about Danny Dimes for my guy over here, even though he doesn't get mad about it. I get mad about things that I think he might get mad about, and then he tells me he's not actually mad about them.
Getting angry is so tiring.
You want to know who's 8?
I don't run, Matt. I don't know. Like, what do you want to tell? What do you want me to tell you? I need to tire out somehow. I might as well be getting angry about the Colts comeback player of the year.
Want to know who's 8 right now? And it's kind of ridiculous that he is at 8 because of what he did and why it's a comeback.
Cat in the hat.
Rasheed Rice.
Okay, Rasheed Rice. Oh my God, you can't do that.
You cannot do that.
You can't do that.
Dude,
Could Ray Rice have won it?
That's honestly this year probably.
I was thinking Ray Caruth, but yeah.
Ray Caruth.
Dude,
Does it count if it's 12 years?
I totally forgotten about Ray Rice.
Could it be Ray Caruth after 12 years? Can he do it? Is Justin Tucker up for the award next year?
I love that Brandon Ayuk is still listed here, but he hasn't played a goddamn snap all year.
Could Justin Tucker win this award?
Yes, Justin Tucker could go in a 60-yard field goal.
Wait, am I
this weekend.
wrong about Rashee Rice? Like Rashee Rice did something bad, right?
Yeah, Rashee Rice
Maybe not that
did
bad.
the hit and run.
Okay,
And then that's what classifies him as a comeback, is that he got suspended for 6 games.
I'm not going to start ranking bad. I don't want to rank bad.
I think we can rank bad. He did a hit and run and got suspended for 6 games, and that's his comeback, is that he was suspended and then came back for doing something very bad.
So there's hope for Henry Ruggs.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it, dude. That is awful.
You should not be okay with that.
That
You
is
should,
awful.
you should have caught that quicker.
I can't believe you
That's
did
on
that.
you.
You're the host.
I know. I was testing you, and you did terribly.
Teddy should be pissed at you.
You did terribly. Really quickly, 2 things I want to get into, and we have 6 seconds. The Giants fired Daboll.
Yeah.
Daboll?
I told you he sucked.
I don't know what to say. Daboll or Daboll?
Daboll.
Daboll.
You
You
said
thi-
something different?
You think
Daboll?
you think Caleb Williams and Shador Sanders are stoked right now
Why?
because they like didn't get along with the Giants during the draft process?
I don't know, but this stuff is interesting because I think he's a really good coach. But the way he's handled his quarterbacks is now becoming a thing because of how he handled Allen and Jones and now Dart and like
concussions. He's had 4.
He
He's
went
been
in-
for a concussion 4 times. Or checking for a concussion 4 times.
and he went into the tent. It was like, why do we know yet? Like we have to get him out. Like not saying he's got to play, but like that stuff. That was because I was like, why would they fire him now? And I really think they thought that they had to protect their quarterback from this play caller, and that's an interesting situation. And hopefully he learns from it. He's good because I think he's a good play caller. I think he's a really talented coach. But that's a sketch. This article from Dan Duggan from The Athletic. I read the whole thing and I was like, wow, there's some things in here about like the typical like meltdowns, like players weren't paying attention anymore. Players were, like at one point the injury list like just inflated because everyone was like, I'm not playing for this guy anymore.
Yeah.
Those like warning signs of like this is over, like this is not happening anymore. But the article seems to be really focused on that concussion thing and about whether he mismanaged him with designed quarterback runs. And I've heard like there's another guy, Danny Heifetz, who's on the Ringer fantasy show. He's very funny, but he was talking about it not in a funny way, but he was talking about it. I think that's really fascinating part of that firing and how that affects him going forward. On a much brighter note, Ty, did you hear about who the Patriots signed?
Brandon Rice.
No.
Rob Gronkowski.
They're signing Gronkowski.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
He's going to be at the Thursday game.
Is he?
Yeah, he's ringing the bell.
What are we doing?
That's
Announcing-
sick. We're going to goddamn Disney.
I know. And don't tell anyone. Yeah, keep an eye on the house. Okay? Don't tell anyone.
I'm
Jesus.
going to Disney. You're not.
Anytime where you got a ring camera, you'll be fine.
We've got 3 Ring cameras for all those out there. But the story is basically that there's a woman named Susan Hurley who was a philanthropist who raised money for New England, who loved Gronkowski, who's dying from cancer, wanted him to sign as a Patriot. She passed away recently. So he's going to sign a 1-year contract to retire Patriot. Sports are awesome.
1 day contract.
What did I say, 1 year?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a guy can hope.
Yeah.
He probably won't even look at it.
You could probably.
You think he read it?
All right, Rob.
All of a sudden, he's just got pads on.
Wait, what? And he might go along with it. He might just go along with it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
He's like calling Jules, like, I didn't know I had to play. Jules like, you don't. He's like, I don't know. They're saying I got to play. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
I do think that Gronk gets a hard time. He's probably a lot smarter than we like.
No,
give him
he's
credit
not.
for. But that would be amazing.
I listened to their
Sports are awesome.
I listened to
And
their
that probably
pod, and he's
means
not very smart.
that she probably knew that it was going to happen before she passed. And
Yeah.
her family knows it's going to happen. Like sports are awesome sometimes. Like that's a really crappy time to be going through. And to have him come up and like just do something simple. I think like simple, and for Kraft to do something simple to like. I like
Well,
it.
wouldn't he do that
It's like the
anyway?
Marchand stuff too, like
Yeah.
we talked about. Like it's when you have a chance to like make a positive impact on someone going through a bad time. I love when players do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised though, because he's going to retire. I figured he would retire a Patriot and get his number retired and all that jazz. So
I don't like when people start talking about like, oh, Brady, you're going to be for 10. I'm like, what are we talking? Like, there's no way.
No,
Those guys
there's
are
no
just
way.
Patriots. And unless there is some kind of like axe to grind that we don't know about, there's something behind the scenes. But that would have to be with Kraft, not Belichick.
Yeah.
That's got to be a Kraft thing, and I don't see that.
Well,
happening.
Gronk was messing with Brady, and he was like, basically, when are you going to do it? And he was like, well, one of the franchise
maybe a statue, and that's kind of where it ended there.
I feel like Brady trying to be funny on the
It's
set.
Tad.
Tampa made a statue for him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The statue's like in that ship too.
And it had like a bubble next one that said "Yo Soy Fiesta," and he's got the pirate hat. I'm sorry. I had something else. I almost forgot it. Listening to Tom Brady try to make jokes on the set is tough, man. It feels like I'm like when I walked in and you were having like a sleepover with your friends and I tried to make a 6'7" joke or something. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it was at that time, I was like, "Yeah, buddy," and you're like, "Get out." Did you see him talk about Austin? Was it Hunter Henry when he was like? And of course, Drake's throwing out to the best tight end in Patriots history, Hunter Henry, and like Gronkowski's right next to him. He's like, like elbowing him, like giving you a hard time, buddy. It's like, okay.
Do you see Gronk's response to that? He went to Foxborough and started running routes with Drake, and he was like, "Tom, this is," and he like FaceTime Tom, and he was like, "This is my favorite Patriots quarterback. He throws better balls than you." I was like, "Guys, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
This is so cringy."
We just get back out there. You guys seem bored.
Yeah, come on. Honestly, yeah.
You guys can still do this. Let's go.
Tom, we don't need you, but Gronk, yeah.
Right. Yeah. We could use Tom
That's what.
as a backup. You kidding me?
You think Tom, dude, if you have Tom Brady in the locker room, you cannot make him a
Yeah,
backup.
you're right. He's
He's
too much
got
of a
way-
shark.
yeah,
Too
dude.
much of a shark.
He's gonna put something in Drake's water bottle so he can start. Like he's gonna make sure that he
I'm
gets.
telling you right now, Jules could still run that whip route.
I don't know, dude. Jules got a lot of injuries, man. Like, that guy's old.
Run until the wheels come off. They come.
And I think, dude, he basically did. That's what we let him know. We're like, Jules, we don't think that you can get out there anymore, dude.
I think he'd still run that whip route, man.
I wish.
Yeah, I think he'd be all right.
Who's going to be the next Giants coach? I have my bet.
It's gonna be Bill Belichick.
Yep, Bill Belichick.
Name shot.
Come
Man,
on.
I almost threw the mic across the room. You know that's not gonna happen, right?
Why wouldn't it happen?
Because
He's been bad.
he went down to North Carolina and burned it to the ground. If he breaks up with that girl and they get some assurances and some, I hate this.
Can I change?
If ifs and
Lane
buts or
Kiffin.
candies and butts, Lane Kiffin, dude, is gonna make so much money right now because I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. But Ole Miss doesn't want him to go anywhere,
Right.
and he is the hottest name in coaching.
Yep.
LSU, Florida.
I don't think you should. I think, yeah, you should say, well, they have a stud, freshman, sophomore quarterback right now, too?
They have they have a senior right now. A guy,
Is it a senior?
There's a guy. They have a
I thought he was a
younger guy
young-
that's good. They have a younger guy who's good who started the year but then got hurt, and now they have a kid who's from Ferris State, Division III. Ferris State,
Yeah.
is their starter, and he's like a shorter quarterback who's had an awesome year.
Damn.
Lane Kiffin is my favorite person in football. He's by far my favorite
Yeah.
person in
Is
football.
his daughter still dating the LSU linebacker?
I don't know about that. It was funny, but I didn't keep tabs on it.
I thought that was more of a social media stunt. But
I don't know what it was, but like I didn't keep tabs on it because I mean, kind of creepy to be like, "Hey, is your daughter still dating that guy?"
Is there ever an like? Do you think like Lane Kiffin is almost like the Nick Saban, where like he should just stay in college because he's better for college than he
Yes.
should do for the NFL?
I think Kirby Smart's like that,
True, yeah,
I-
pretty smart.
and I think that's
Dabo Sweeney.
Or like Dan Lanning.
Sweeney's tough, man. He's done so much good for yes, on Dan Lanning. Sweeney's done so much good for Clemson and all of that stuff, but like there's some other things that are like there's lack of
It's a weird
self-awareness
cat.
and some issues.
Well, I'm just saying he would be a terrible NFL coach.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not saying all those guys would be terrible. They might not be terrible, but but like you're such a good,
Yeah.
like Kirby Smart is so good for college football. It would make me sad if he were to go on.
Well, and that's how I feel. I feel
He's
like you've
such a
seen
good
some
coach.
Guys that have
He's
gone
an
to the
insanely
NFL,
good coach.
where they go from college, they do really well in college, they go to the NFL, and then they're like, that sucked, I gotta go back to
It
college.
still
now."
doesn't, like can you imagine a Kurt Signetti from Indiana? I don't know if you've watched him at all. Do you know who Kurt Signetti is?
No. Oh, wait. Is that just the head coach?
He's the head coach at
He's
Indiana.
a psychopath.
I
love him.
win, Google me. That's what he's like, that's
Yeah.
one of his quotes.
Yeah, it's sick.
And by the way, he backs up everything he said so far. Like almost everything.
And
So
the Penn
God.
State win was pretty nice.
yeah, he's a dude. He knows what he's doing. I can imagine him getting the job, the Giants job. They would be like the players in that locker room. They wouldn't eat him alive, but there would be a clashing. It would be like
Right.
Saban going to Miami.
Right.
It was like, dude, you're such and Saban figured it out. Like he figured it out too late and had to go through that process. But he's such an awesome coach in college. Like don't do that. I love that like Chip Kelly, who was the head coach at UCLA, was like, you know what? I'd rather be an offense coordinator.
Yeah.
And then he went to Ohio State for a year, and now he's with the Raiders. And dude, yeah, go do you, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna make millions of dollars doing that. You don't have to do all the other crap.
That's why I hope that McDaniels is done trying to become a head coach and he just stays as an OC in New England.
Now, for that, what's interesting, I think that's probably. I think that might be.
Because I saw
his.
people are like, "Oh, McDaniels is a shot for the Giants job." I'm like, I don't think any organization should ever hire him as a head coach ever again.
Don't let him get wind of that either, because
He's such a good OC.
He is such a good OC, but he gets so. Dude, I won't. I remember I got a call from someone who worked with the Broncos and asked me, "What about Tim Tebow?" And I said, he will get people fired. Not because he's a bad human being. He's a great human being. He's just not built to play quarterback. And Josh thinks he can work with them. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. Like, very few of those calls. Like, I'm not like McShay. I don't get a lot of those calls, but that is a call that I got. And I said, like, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an example of many that have been documented with Josh over the years of, I know better than everyone else.
Good thing I don't get those.
And it sucks. That's one of the reasons he's so good, is because he is. What's that?
Imagine if I got one. That's a good thing I don't get those calls. Because imagine if I got those calls. Gary, dude. Can I have my boy in this call right now?
Can I put you on speaker? No one's going to believe this.
Dude, it's Sean McVay, bro.
But I did that. I swear to God that happened. And I was like, don't do it. And it was just, and I'm sure that guy was, whoever that person was, and I'm not going to say who it was calling me to get my feedback, not to go back and be like, hey, Josh, I talked to Steve Metz. Thinks it's a bad idea. You know what I mean? He was like, he was trying to, like, bounce something off me and be like, what do you think about that? Because I'm hearing from other people what I'm hearing from you. And that was what the conversation was. But it's an example, and that's one of the reasons why he is good, is because he is smarter than everyone else. Josh McDaniels, I mean, if we're having a smart contest, I'm not going to win that one. He's just that smart. He's that good at football, and he understands it. But there's also a danger when you get to that level of not having the guardrails you need to have.
And I think him as an OC, he has those guardrails.
That's the
Especially
thing.
with Vrabel, he has
Exactly.
those guardrails. So I hope he goes nowhere.
I agree. He's awesome. I love having him in New England as a fan of the Patriots. Like, he's unbelievable. I was psyched when they hired him again, despite all the stuff that he's done and gone through. Same thing with Lane Kiffin, by the way. These guys, it's like the older you get, you figure this out in life, right? Like, people aren't who you think they are. Like, if they change, people do actually change. They still have some of the core stuff to them. Like, Lane Kiffin's still a wise ass dude, and Josh McDaniels still has an ego. Like that, those are true. But they can become the better versions of themselves, and when that happens, it's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
Like, so, and you can tell Josh now is like, he's in his box a little bit.
Oh, dude, he has a 24-year-old quarterback,
and he's
an MVP race.
But he also talks about his family too, like about how like, this is why I want to raise my kids. We love this area. We're like, I don't need to start chasing all that stuff again. Like, so that's good. What are we watching tonight, Ty?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think
How I Married an Axe Murderer.
yeah, that.
So do you like? I don't even remember what life is like without kids. Like, you go home and like you're gonna go home and you're gonna go have dinner with us.
Yeah, I'll have dinner with you guys.
Yeah, maybe we'll use the points tonight. I don't know. It'll be crazy. We'll go have dinner, then you'll go home, take off your shoes, throw on the TV, and and it's just like whatever finds you.
I mean,
are you on your phone? Does this happen like this? Like, you on your phone, and all of a sudden you're going to see a clip on TikTok?
No. Actually, I started putting my phone on Do Not Disturb more often now. So I try to stay away from my phone as much as I can. But I have like a few shows that I'm watching. So usually I'll throw on a show. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy.
That's great.
Or I throw on like some old like Marvel movie or something. Just zone out.
Would really end it with a bang, but
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What I wanted you to say was you're gonna watch something like the Muppets or something.
Hell no.
Some other
Muppets from outer space. That's
some
good.
other weird thing like Space Jam 7. It's like some off market
Airbud.
With SGA.
Oh yeah, Airbud.
Airbud's a good one.
You
Coach
love
Carter.
Airbud. Do you still mom says this, and I don't think it's true. Do you still watch the Puppy Bowl every year for the Super Bowl?
No, but I do put it. Ever since I got Duke, I have thrown it on because I think it's hilarious. Because he sees it. He sees it on TV the other dogs using a bark, and it's funny.
Cut it.